My name is Isreal Gore. I go by Izzy. Started writing, producing when I was like 17. Really got into production back in 2019, 2018. And then trying to hone in on that craft and kind of bring my songs more alive than just like acoustic like I've always done. And started to love it and started putting out music in 2020. I got lucky. I think there's a lot of people that don't, like, nobody knows what they want to do in life. I got very lucky at an early age. I always knew I was going to do music. Never planned on going to school, planned on like trying to go in any other avenue. I knew I was going to do music. Bounced around Charlotte for a long time, got into a lot of the music scenes there. There's so much good music coming out of Charlotte. It's actually crazy. But, you know, wanted to spread my wings a little bit and, you know, get out here. I started producing. I had so many ideas that, like, trying to get free hookups and free this, that, and the other from like other producers, I was just like, I really want to figure out how to do it on my own. I just wanted more of like better sounding demos, other than like a voice memo. So just went from there. Vegas, I wrote Vegas, it's actually one of my oldest songs. I was in a garage in the winter with a buddy that I used to do a ton of writing with, and we started going into a concept of a 1920s dancer from Vegas on her, like the lifestyle of it, and her trying to get out of that whole lifestyle. And then we just ended up writing it into like this old school type of song. This song I feel like is very passionate, and it has a very old sound. So I really wanted, because it was honestly an old demo we had that I recorded. It was the first time ever in like a legit studio. And then, so I had to play the guitar, I had to do everything on my own because it was like a hookup. And so it really has this natural old, almost like how the Beach Boys used to do it, or the Beatles, it was like very live and old sounding and raw almost. When I went in to record it, it was the first time in a real studio, real booth. I never got to do anything. I mean, we wrote a lot of songs like in like my bedroom, living rooms or whatever, and we would do gimmick recordings and, you know, garages and stuff. And going into it, I realized how nervous I got singing on a real mic, and I listened back and it was such a quiver. So I mean, every time I think about it, it's like, dang, it's just came a long way from Vegas. I got the best reaction to Vegas, more so than I thought on my other songs that like I liked more or thought it would do better. Vegas was I got such a good reaction just because I think it's so raw. I mean, the amount of love I got on it, you know, I was like, this one? Out of all of them, this one? I mean, I've got, you know, I mean, I can still go back and listen and critique how I sang. I was like, oh, I should have sang more in this tone and I should have had it more this, that, and the other. But it's funny how people never know all the mistakes that just make it cool.
Big talk, big town, big beds. Nice done, stage right, exit. Unlock, unwind, undress. I'll wait this time, honest, 'cause I need you. I need you, but sometimes rosewood sunsets paints the sky like targets. Westwood outrun darkness. I'll wait this time, honest, 'cause I need you. I need something. 'Cause I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you.
I started piano. My dad taught me piano when I was really young, and we always had a piano in the house, so everyone was always banging on it. He always played a lot, and so piano is probably my main instrument, and then guitar, and then I like play ukulele and stuff. Rillo is actually my favorite song I've ever done. To me, it has every element of a pop song. I always call that my pop song because it's very poppy to me. And gosh, I'm like giving away how old these songs are. It was in 2017. We got a concept of Rillo. We split like a Rillo, you know, and we just ran with it. And it was the summertime. The windows were open. We just got to really go in and just like create something, you know, raw and stuff. And it was epic. I feel like Rillo, why I love it so much is it has so much energy, and it almost is like it just keeps going up. Like at the very end, all these BGV vocals come in, and everything is just like, it's just like a rising, and it has just a lot of energy. And it's like, I feel like it's just a great roll down the windows jam song. And I do that to myself all the time though. I released, I think this is my 6th song, which I have a song coming out in a few weeks. And then I'm kind of done just releasing like a ton of singles, because I feel like I wouldn't go listen to a whole project of like, you know, 7 songs, 10 songs on it and be like, all right, that one sucks, so skip this album. So I put out a lot of singles so I could get people's attention. And I'm working on like a 6 to 7 like project body of work that I'm excited. The songs, I mean, they're all very, very demo, voice memo, demo, but I'm stoked for it. Me on social media is terrible. I feel like I'm such an old soul when it comes to social media. I really don't do that well, but I should. But what I've figured out that works is putting up, like especially on TikTok, putting up something that 30-second or a minute of a story, like you can get them into what you're talking about within 30 seconds, other than just singing like a hook. You're like, okay, that could mean 8 things, but like I mean, and a lot of people do it, but I try to at least get them into what I'm talking about really quickly. TikTok, Instagram, and pretty much any avenue that you can push your music, it's not ruining it, it's just exposing way more music that's out there, stuff that you'll never hear. I mean, I used to go back in the day on YouTube, and I found some of my favorite artists on YouTube because I would just click, it would suggest, and then you just click. Now on Instagram or on TikTok, you can literally scroll, and I found some of my favorite music right now on TikTok because we have more access to things. I don't think it's hurting it at all. I just think it's a threat more so, I think, to the big dogs that want to kind of control everything.
See you in the window, smell you on my pillow. We split like a Rillo, now you're always on my mind. No lights, 20 candles, your footprints on pianos. Get high and we tango, and you kept me right on time. Winter came when we weren't looking, took you away before my eyes. Now every summer I'm still thinking how I want you by my side. Well, I should have seen it, but I never saw it coming. No, I didn't know love would lift me so up. We were just a backseat moment, now you're always on my mind. You had a drink, you gave me something, now I just can't get enough of your cola. We had to let go that summer, now you're always on my mind. Don't you love how I left for Chicago and you flew to Toronto, but you left me with cargo, with you always on my mind. I've been high and I've been low, but I never met another you for show. They walk up and I walk away. I'm still thinking about that day. I've been high and I've been low, but I never met another you for sure. They walk up and I walk away. Well, I should have seen it, but I never saw it coming. No, I didn't.